Hi, I'm Brandon Van Veldhuizen. I'm a water production system operator here at the City of Verne, and I've been here for 8 years, and I've been in water for a total of 16 years. I got into water because my first job, I worked as a landscape installation. And one of my first jobs was at a water treatment plant. One of the operators there gave me a tour of the facility, and I just really liked what I saw there and got me interested and said, this is something I could see myself doing in the future. And started taking classes at Citrus College and got my certifications, which led me to my first job in water 16 years ago. My general responsibilities as a water production operator are to maintain our storage reservoirs for firefighting purposes and maintaining water quality while it's in there and throughout the distribution system, making it safe for drinking, to be constantly testing our water and sending our results to the State Water Board, and just monitoring our system for any issues that may be happening. So we have local groundwater that we pump out of our wells here. We have 8 active wells, and that meets about 30% of our needs for the city. And the other 70% we import water from Three Valleys Water Municipal District. They receive their water from State Water Project up in Sacramento. So it comes through about 700 miles of canals and pipelines until it finally reaches Claremont at Three Valleys, where they treat it and deliver it to us. Using local water comes at a significant less cost than purchased water. Right now, the rates that they are charging for purchased water is $1,400 an acre foot, which is about 326,000 gallons. Annually, we spend $5.5 million purchasing water from Three Valleys Municipal Water District. Unfortunately, we are only able to produce 30% of our water due to pumping rights that we have for our city. And we can't add new wells, only if we replace a well. So we are limited on how much we can produce. So we do have to purchase that 70% to make up for the demand. We have 2 treatment plants here at our 6th and White Avenue treatment facility and Amherst treatment facility. Here at our 6th and White treatment facility, we are treating for trichloroethylenes through these towers right here. We have 2 wells that pump through here, and the water gets treated and then goes over to our forebay here. It holds 80,000 gallons of water, and after it's treated and is stored in there, we pump it out and blend it with Three Valleys water into the distribution system. This is our SCADA system that monitors the water in our reservoirs and booster pumps throughout the system, sending out alarms whenever there's an issue that may be happening, and there will always be someone answering the phone calls to fix any problems that we're experiencing. After the water's treated in these towers behind me, we do inject chlorine in case the water came in contact with any bacteria as the air passed through. So I'm testing here at our sample spot to ensure that we had a residual before it enters the forebay. We are at the Amherst treatment facility, where we remove nitrates and perchlorides from the water, making it safe for drinking purposes. Behind me, you'd see the white vessels that remove the nitrate from the water. And we do weekly testing, monthly testing on all the water throughout the distribution system here at this site in our lab. Part of the maintenance that we have to perform here at this treatment facility would be changing out our filter bags every week in order to keep water flowing smoothly through it, because pressure does build up as the filter bags plug. Another thing we need to do every week is we backwash all our filters, getting all the debris that may have flown into our plates that would prevent water from flowing smoothly through it. So that increases water production for us. Another maintenance thing we have to do is perform acid washes on our chlorine generator to remove all calcium buildup and scaling so it can perform at its best. Nitrate and perchloride issues that we are experiencing in the groundwater are due to the previous agriculture citrus farming growing here that we had here in Laverne for many years. From all the fertilizer that was used, it has gone now down into the groundwater, contaminated it, bringing it to levels where it's unsafe to drink, and that is why it is important that we remove it from the water before sending it to the public. Daily, we are monitoring the nitrate levels and also the perchlorate levels as the water is being treated. And we are also injecting chlorine and ammonia here for disinfection. So we monitor that daily, running tests and making sure we have the correct dosages and ratios for those chemicals, making it safe. The city is required to report all testing that we do on a daily basis to the State Water Board anytime they request it. And we also do weekly sampling and also bacteriological samples monthly to ensure that it is meeting the safe drinking water standards. Within the city, we have 132 miles of pipeline serving water to all the residents and 11 reservoirs that hold a maximum of 27 million gallons of storage to meet fire protection and drinking water. A lot of residents think that the open reservoir on Esperanza and Live Oak belongs to the city, but in fact belongs to Metropolitan Water District. All of our reservoirs are enclosed either underground or up in the hills, so most residents never see where all of our reservoirs are at. But that one is definitely not ours. We have 10 booster stations that are pumping water up to the 7 different pressure zones that we have in the city. That's all based on elevation. That way the water is either too low in pressure or too high. It's very expensive to pump water up through our distribution system. Last year alone, we spent $1 million pumping from zone to zone, getting water to our residents. If the city's experiencing power outages, like we recently experienced during the windstorm, we do have 2 backup generators on sites and also 2 generators on trailers that we can pull to any location we need for pumping purposes or water production to make it through any emergency that we are experiencing. We are currently at our Wheeler Reservoir plant site, located off of Wheeler, right below Oak Mesa Elementary School. Here we have 2 reservoirs that hold 3 million gallons each, and they are underground in the playground area. And we actually inject chlorine and ammonia here to boost the chlorine residual to continue providing great quality water throughout our distribution system. Our operating hours are between 6:30 and 4, but after hours, we respond to any standby calls within 30 minutes to ensure that any issue that is happening can be corrected immediately and that the residents have safe drinking water for any issue that we may be experiencing. In order to be a water production operator for the city, you need to hold certificates in water distribution and treatment that you would have to get through the California Water Board. You also need to take college courses in water technology. If a resident has questions about their water quality, they can call the Public Works Department at City Hall and they would be happy to answer any questions you may have. Now that we've talked about water distribution, next is to talk about water consumption from our residents. Be on the lookout for our next video.